At Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Knights ready to kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense will have the ball first. And here comes Julian Lewis. They were all over him for the entire game last time out. 3 sacks and a couple of picks. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Lewis. Catch in the middle. It's Staley. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Buffaloes are facing 3rd and inches. Lewis wants to pass. Looking long. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Buffs. Once he got some room, it was over.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From deep, it's Farmer. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So UCF's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Throws it off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Carr rushes on quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Williams. Finds a crease at the 20. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Going to the run, it's Coleman Williams. Driven back.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Play fake, Carr. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Finds a crease. It's Young. Got room at the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Here's Lewis to throw. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Buffaloes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Rides to the back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it on the counter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running the red zone, it's Young. Dragged down.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense all over him.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through one quarter of play. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. See some running room. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. He gets a block. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Colorado. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Play action. Carr. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and...
He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Knights decide to punt it away. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. Not a lot of room to field this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing, Lewis. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Lewis to throw. On the left side, grabbed by Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball is only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation, the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle. 3rd and 3. Plows his way ahead. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. The Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Buffaloes! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simon. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Throwing, Carr. Catch in the middle, it's Charles. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield. Nice move to pick up yardage.
He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last two possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Carr. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Danzy. At the 40, there he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Carr. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. To the 15. Touchdown, Knights! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he made the extra point without problem. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Lewis. Look out! He just got rid of that one to save the down, didn't see anything he liked. Long way to go on 2nd down. Lewis wants to pass. Right side, it's Staley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Escapes the pressure to his right. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck.
Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this 1st half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the 1st half ends.
Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Carr. snagged in the middle. It's Farmer. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Carr from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Lewis to throw. Stepping to the right. On the run, fires downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the NC State Wolfpack. And it's the Cavaliers in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on an 8-0 start. Could be a special season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back over to your game inside the Bounce House. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage.
And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
I caught up with Scott Frost out of the locker room. One of the things he told me was they have not had enough possessions to get into a rhythm. He said that defense has been terrific. Their ability to run the clock, run the ball has changed the course of this game. Now to start the third quarter, they have the ball and an opportunity. It is crucial that they extend this drive, get some plays, and really try to get back in this thing right now. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. From the gun, it's Williams. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Knights want to move quickly.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
They were all over it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. From the gun on third down, Carr. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Knights will punt this one away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Bellamy. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. 3rd and long coming up. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left is Staley. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
All over him immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Left side is Cobb. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for the edge. Pulls it on the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Carr. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll run him again on the stop.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a crease. It's Young. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Lewis. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Just had to get rid of it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Carr on play action. Fires immediately. They stop him in his tracks and they'll head to the other side of the field. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Offense here just trying to outflank the defense on 3rd down, trying to get the ball to their running back.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Under pressure. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Buffalo sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number one. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
They give it to him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
From the red zone, it's Young. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
With the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. Now the Knights will call their third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on fourth and goal. Go straight ahead. Touchdown, Buffs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
31, UCF 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Out wide right, it's Farmer. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Play fake, Carr. Looking for a big play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Here's Carr to throw. They're all over him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And it's just been that kind of day.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. To the air again, Carr. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple of bad decisions, a couple of great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. The give as they work on that clock. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Buffaloes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to it. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looking for the marker. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start